Hello, brothers and sisters. I want to talk to you today about identity and inheritance. When the serpent, Satan, tried to deceive Eve, he said to her to eat from the tree because then she would be like God. And she believed that she had to do something to become like God. And the reality was she was already made in God's image. And when God created Adam and Eve, they were very good. She also thought, if I eat from the tree, I'll get sustenance, that it was good for food. It was beautiful to look at. She was enticed by it, by its looks, its outward appearance, and that she would indeed gain wisdom like God. The reality was, she already had her inheritance in the Garden of Eden, that which God provided for her. For every good thing and perfect gift comes from the Father of lights. He says in one parable, Jesus says of the Father who says to his Son, everything I have is yours. I am always with you. And everything I have is yours. Well, the result for Adam and Eve in following this lie of the enemy was that they were separated from their life source, from their covenant relationship with God, and they became ashamed, they hid themselves, and they abdicated their rule. They abdicated their rule, and how many of you know that when we, as new creations in Christ, think we need to earn or achieve our identity by doing something rather than simply believing we are who He says we are? When we think we need to earn or achieve our inheritance, or that which we want and need, by attaining it some other way than receiving it by faith from our Father of lights, then each time we do that, we're giving up our rule. And we are bringing shame on ourselves. You know, it says they abdicated their rule and they hid themselves. But Jesus bought back the keys with His blood. And He's put them in our hands. And we now rule with Christ through His finished work on the cross. Do we believe that this is part of our inheritance, this authority? Do we believe that food for sustenance, to spiritual gifts, to God's greater purposes for our lives are part of our inheritance, that all come from Him, and that we don't need to strive or achieve or earn these? Do we know that we are who He says we are, beloved son and daughter? And do we believe that, receiving that truth over our lives, rather than striving or earning it? I pray that we do, brothers and sisters, and that we be a community of faith who encourages and spurs one another on in our meeting together, in our relationships, to know who we are in Christ and what we have in Him through who He is and what He's done. God bless you.